Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Christina and I make videos here on YouTube all about saving money, paying off debt, and living your best life. So if you like videos like that, make sure to go ahead and hit the red subscribe button so that you can join our YouTube family. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing my biggest secrets on how I save money on my grocery budget and how I actually cut my grocery budget in half over the last couple of months. There's so many good tips in this video and I'm really excited to share them with you. But before we get into that, let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room and talk about the fact that I have not been on YouTube in over a month. I have missed you guys so much and it's felt so weird not filming videos for you guys. Long story short, I actually accepted a new position. I got a new job that's higher paying, which will hopefully get me closer to my goal of being debt-free. And I'll touch a little bit more on that in my next debt-free journey video, which will be coming at the end of February. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you what I do every week to save money on groceries and how I still eat delicious and nutritious food on a budget. The first thing that I do every week is pick a day where I'm going to sit down with my notebook and write out a meal plan of what meals I'm going to have for the upcoming week. So whenever I'm choosing what meals I'm going to have for the week, I always base them around affordable staples, things that I know are going to be really cheap but are also going to be nutritious and filling, and we'll touch a little bit more on what those staples are later in the video. Once I have my meals and my snacks planned out and written down in my notebook, then I break down those meals into what ingredients I need to buy at the store and I make a grocery list. I cannot stress how important a meal plan and a grocery list is when you're trying to save money on food. So first of all, when you go to the grocery store, a list is really going to help you stay on track and avoid impulse purchases. When you go to the grocery store with a list in hand, you have a plan of exactly what you need to buy for your meals for the week. So for example, when I was younger and I first started grocery shopping on my own, I would go to the grocery store without a plan and without a list. I would just see things that looked good, throw them in my cart, and then when I got home, I would try to piece together meals. But usually what would happen is I would get a couple of meals out of those items, but I would always end up having to go back to the store to buy more ingredients because I was missing something or I didn't get enough of something else because I didn't have a plan in mind. So really I was doing 2 grocery trips every week because I wasn't organized and I didn't have that list. So I spent a lot more money than I needed to and more than I would have had I just had a list the first time. So after I have my meal plan and my grocery list written out, I'll go online on my laptop and I'll look up all of my local grocery stores so that I can see their flyers. And I'll compare and contrast prices based on what's on my grocery list. And what I'll do is if I find something on sale at one grocery store, I'll actually write a little note next to that ingredient to say what store I need to go to get the cheapest price for that ingredient. Now, this isn't going to be realistic for everyone. If you don't have a car, if you take public transit, it's going to be hard to go to a bunch of different grocery stores. If you have to, just go to one grocery store and try and base your meals and your list off of things that are on sale at that one store. But if you do have a car and it's easy for you to go to a variety of grocery stores, this is a big way that I save a lot of money because I shop sales at every single store and I can get more variety this way. Before you leave your house to go to the grocery store, it's really important to take a good look in your fridge and your pantry to see what ingredients you already have. There's no sense in buying something twice and spending more money than you have to if you already have ingredients at home that you can use. And don't be afraid to mix up your ingredients and change up recipes based on what you already have. This is another thing that's going to save you a lot of money. If you're flexible with what you eat, you switch out ingredients so that you're not always buying exactly what the recipe tells you because that can add up really quick. Something else that I've been doing for a while that saved me so much money on my grocery budget is making my own baked goods at home. If you're not normally someone who bakes a lot, it might seem expensive to buy the flour and the baking powder and sugar and things like that up front, but these ingredients last so long and they go a really long way when you're making your own food. So some of the things that I make for myself at home are muffins, biscuits, I've made my own gluten-free bread, I make pancakes, granola, so many things that would cost me so much more money if I were to buy them at the store rather than make them myself. So baking my own food has been a real cost saver for me. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if driving through Tim Hortons, Starbucks, or Dunkin' Donuts is your favorite part of the day, because it's definitely mine, but it's a habit that adds up quickly when it comes to your bank account and the money that you're spending. So what I recommend doing to cut down on the fancy drinks that you're buying out is to buy the ingredients to keep them at home so that you can make your fancy drinks at home, curb your craving, and and then you don't have to go out and spend extra money. So for example, the next time you go grocery shopping, pick up a chocolate syrup, some whipped cream. I have a delicious hot chocolate recipe that I'll link down below in the description for you guys. I always like to make it for me and Aaron before we go out on a nice winter walk. It's such a good treat and it's very cheap to make, so I'll leave that down below if you're interested. So like I said at the beginning of this video, I always base my meals around affordable staple ingredients, things that are really cheap but will go a long way and will still fill me up. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what ingredients I usually incorporate into my diet, one of them being oats. My favorite breakfast to eat throughout the week is homemade oatmeal with oats, which literally costs me pennies to buy. I mix it up with some brown sugar and cinnamon, some milk, and then I put banana and cranberries on top with a few chocolate chips. Another breakfast that I really like is a piece of toast with peanut butter on top, also with some banana, and if you're feeling fancy or if you have a little bit of extra money for that week, you can put a drizzle of honey on top of that as well, and it is so delicious. For lunch, what I will usually have is leftovers from the night before. So whenever I'm making my dinner, I always make enough so that I know I can take it for lunch the next day. But if I don't have leftovers, I will usually make some type of rice bowl. Rice is super cheap. You can buy some frozen vegetables, which are also super cheap. Put that on top with some sauce, tofu, some chicken, whatever it is that you like, and it's a really cheap, easy meal. What I usually do for dinner is make meals based around ingredients like pasta, rice, beans, canned tomatoes, frozen vegetables, all ingredients that are very affordable, but that make a whole bunch of different dinner combinations when you put them together. Another thing that I like to do for dinner is have breakfast for dinner. So I'll make toast and eggs, have a piece of fruit, and if I have some turkey bacon on hand, then I'll make that as well. And that is a really good cheap dinner idea that I do all the time. Another strategy that I have to save money on my food budget has to do with an app that I downloaded on my phone, and that is the Flashfood app. If you guys have not downloaded the Flashfood app, it is so amazing and it saved me so much money. This video is not sponsored by them or affiliated with them in any way. I just think the app is so cool. So basically you download the app and then you put in your location and it connects you with grocery stores in your area. When you go to that specific grocery store in the app, you'll see a whole bunch of pictures of different items that are on for extreme discounts. So it helps the grocery store get rid of things that are close to expiry. They still make a little bit of a profit off of their item, and then you get food for super cheap. So for example, a lot of what I see on there are produce boxes for only $2 and $3. It's a big box of melons and apples, oranges, pears, things that would normally be pretty pricey because fresh fruit can be expensive. But since it's been in the store for a while and they have to get it off the shelf, they're willing to put it on this app and sell it for a super cheap price. The other day, I also saw packages of sandwich meat on the app for $1 and loaves of bread for 29 cents. All right, everyone, that's it. That is all of the tips that I have for you today. I really hope you like this video and that it helps you save some money on your food and on your grocery budget. If you did like it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up because it really helps the channel, and also hit the red subscribe button so that you won't miss any future videos. Down below in the description box, I have that hot chocolate recipe I talked about. I also have my Etsy shop, my Instagram, my Facebook, all of that stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!